What's happening, family? Adrian back. I wanted to drop this video real quick and discuss social cues, because a lot of us give off certain social cues to manipulators that we don't even realize that we're giving off. And somebody with a manipulative spirit, they will take advantage of you. So anytime I get a download that I can share with my family and share with my loved ones that I know that will help y'all in the future, I will definitely continue to drop videos on it. So this is one of those times. So I wanted to drop this video real quick. I know a lot of you guys have probably experienced this for yourselves, and if you have, go ahead and get in the comment box. But this is kind of like a piggyback off of the video that I did the other day about the guy trying to sell me solar panels. So this is something else that happened in that situation, but it kind of prompted me to think about a lot of other situations where I've seen this happen. And now that I've seen it happen, I can kind of verbalize it to you guys, so you can kind of pick up on the red flags or the warnings when somebody is doing this to you guys. So one of the things that I noticed when the guy was trying to sell me solar panels the other day, he walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, how you doing? Are you the homeowner?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the homeowner." And he's like, and then I immediately started noticing that he was looking around my yard, because I was outside in my yard and I was doing some yard work. And when he walked up, he immediately kind of started looking around to see what he could comment on. And then I started realizing, like, okay, this is something that all manipulators do. Like, this guy's trying to sell me something, so he's looking for a way in. He's looking for a way to connect with me somehow, some way. So the tree stump that I posted at the very beginning of this video, he commented on that. He walked up and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? Are you the homeowner?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the homeowner." And he's like, "Okay, wow." Then he looked down at the tree stump. He's like, "Wow, did you cut that out yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I started picking up on the fact that, like, oh, okay, he wants me to feel flattered that he noticed that I did that work on my own. So he's probably looking at the fact that most people don't do this type of stuff on their own. So he's going to comment on the fact that I did it on my own, and that's going to kind of build up this flattery in me to be like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And I'm going to like let him into a conversation, and I'm going to like lend him my ear so he can sell me these solar panels. So I started kind of like sitting back and realizing like other situations that I noticed that in. And one of the things that I noticed is like, okay, prime example, like if I'm a young lady and I want to meet a man, right? And this dude is real into his car. He washes his car every Wednesday at 4 p.m. He goes outside, he washes his car, he waxes his car, he washes it down. So if I'm sitting back and I'm watching this dude, and I'm like, okay, so he washes his car a lot. He's very into that car. So if I want to get a connection, if I want to build a connection with that dude, you know what I'm saying? All I got to do is walk up and say something about that car, especially while he's in the middle of like cleaning it, or right after he finished cleaning, like, "Hey, I noticed you wash your car every day." You know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing. So a manipulator would use certain social cues, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it can be anything. It don't have to be just like that type of thing. It could be like let's say a woman who has natural hair. You know what I'm saying? And she's kind of like self-conscious about having natural hair. So she's just trying a new style out. She has natural hair. And you can, a manipulator will study that person. They'll be doing their homework on you, and they'll watch you, and they'll see, okay, this woman keeps touching her hair. This woman keeps, like, you know, patting her hair for some reason, whatever the case may be. Oh, she just went natural. Okay, she's not really comfortable with her natural hair just yet. So as a manipulator, I can come in and say, "Hey, oh my God, you wear your hair natural? That's so beautiful." And boom, just like that, I know that you're insecure about your natural hair because it's something that you just started. You don't know how you feel about it just yet. You're kind of on the fence about it, whatever the case may be. And then I notice, you know, that you're looking for some type of validation from how your hair looks. So now I can sit back and I can just say, okay, she really cares about how her natural hair looks. Now I can compliment your natural hair, or I can put you down on your natural hair. So I could take it either way. A manipulator can manipulate the situation to make you feel bad about it, or they can make you feel good about it. So think about this. Like, think about a woman who has like a smile that she's not really proud of. Like, let's say, just hypothetically speaking, let's say the woman has like a little buck teeth or whatever. She could be a very beautiful woman, but she has like a little buck in her teeth. So one of the things that, you know, a manipulator will look at is like when you laugh or when you smile and you cover your smile up and you do that, like, as a manipulator, somebody that is kind of crazy, like how you pick up on these things and you start to realize how manipulators work after you have gone through narcissistic abuse. But it's one of those type of things where it's like, okay, if I see you covering your mouth up, now I know you're insecure about your smile, and I know you're insecure about your teeth or whatever the case may be. So as a manipulator, I may come in and I know that you're insecure about that, and I say, you have a beautiful smile. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm complimenting you on something that I know you're insecure about. And now that gives me a pass or in that most people wouldn't even be able to get, because they haven't really studied your social cues like that. So I just started realizing, like, it's a lot of situations where we give off certain things, not even realizing that we're giving off a certain energy, or people are being able to pick up on certain things that we do that, you know, it's just a habit to us. It's like certain things that we don't even realize. It's like, okay, this person is watching me that closely and watching me that heavy to where they can pick up on certain things like that. But you'd be surprised, like a manipulative person will use anything in any way to gain access to your heart and to your head. And so you lower your guards and start being able to trust them. So that's one of the things that I just wanted to drop on y'all real quick, man. If y'all are giving off these different social cues, like if you have natural hair, or if you have, you know, a smile, and you do little things where you kind of cover up your smile, or, you know, anything where it shows any sign of insecurity, or sometimes not even necessarily insecurity, because it could be something that you're proud of. Like if you are showing and you're giving social cues of that this is something that you're insecure about, or if this is something that means a lot to you, or this is something that you know, this is something that is like, this makes you feel proud of yourself, or any of that kind of stuff. If a manipulator can see how something affects you, then they can use it against you. So that's why a lot of times, like when they talk about people stalking you and all of that kind of stuff, people sitting back and they're watching for the chink in your armor. Like I watched a video on Mike Tyson where Mike Tyson was talking about when, you know, he walks into the ring and he walks up to his opponent and he looks his opponent in his eyes, and they lock eyes, and he's like locked eyes with him, and boom, as soon as his opponent looks away for a split second, or as soon as his opponent looks down for a split second, it's like, boom, I know I got him. I know, you know what I'm saying? I know he's scared now. I know he a sucker. I know he, you know what I'm saying? And so that's how a predator think. You know what I'm saying? The same way Mike Tyson can go in there and he can look at a person and they can, you know, look real tough and they look real, you know, hard, and they about to put on the best fight of their life. And then he can look at them, and then that 1/10 of a second when they look away and they show that little bit of fear, or that one little second when they drop their eyes to the floor and they don't have that confidence, and now he can see that they're not as confident as they are trying to let off. Now it's like that little chink in your armor is what a manipulator is looking for. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start being real careful about the social cues that we're giving off. Like some of the things that we just naturally do. Some of the things that I know it's going to be real hard for y'all to do that, because some of these things are so embedded in us that we don't even realize we do them. But you got to realize how it looks to the outside world. You know what I'm saying? To people that want to spend you in some type of way, or for people that want to gain some type of access to you in some type of way, one of the first things they're going to do is look at you and look at the environment around you and what can they use to help themselves gain access to you, or gain access to your heart, or gain access to your trust, or whatever the case may be. So I just wanted to drop this video on y'all just so y'all can kind of keep y'all eyes open for the different things that y'all are giving off, because I do it as well. You know what I'm saying? I have been very guilty of this, of just giving out certain social cues that I didn't even realize. Just like I said with the tree in the yard, like manipulators would use anything around. If they see that you are self-conscious about your hair, if they see that you're self-conscious about your weight, if they see that you're self-conscious about whatever it is that you're self-conscious about, or if they even see that you're proud about certain things, like that's another way to spin it. If I see that you're happy, if this particular thing makes you really happy, and I can see that that makes you really happy, or if you're broadcasting all of your wants and your desires and your needs on social media, or you're broadcasting all of your wants and your desires on dating sites and things like that, that's one of the easiest ways for me to just figure out, like, oh, okay, this means this to this person. So all I have to really do is comment on this particular thing, and that'll gain me a little bit of access to this person. And then I can just sit back and just see how it works out. So they'll test you on the social cues that they're picking up on. And that's what a lot of us haven't realized just yet. So I just wanted to drop this video on how narcissists and manipulators will use everything in the environment to basically gain access to you, gain access to your heart, your trust, your, just access to yourself, and just trying to, figure out a way to get in and manipulate you and get whatever it is that you want out of whatever it is that they want from you in that situation. So like I said, whenever I get a download, I share it with my family, man. I love each and every last one of y'all from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate all of the new family members that have followed the channel, and I will talk to y'all in a minute. Salute to the entire family. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all in a minute.